What's up, guys? We are live. I'm sorry that, I'm 13 minutes late. We have a really good card this Saturday. We got UFC Rancho. We got Jan Blachowicz versus Corey Anderson in the rematch. And it's a really good card. I do think that the bout order is kind of weird. Like, I don't know why Montana De La Rosa, versus Borella is on the main card. I mean, and it's what the third fight or the third or fourth fight. So I mean, that fight should be on prelims, in my opinion. The fight pass prelims, but who cares? We got UFC. I think we have UFC like what 8 straight cards now. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, so I can't wait to talk about that card. Let's do a little recap from last card. John Jones versus Dominic Reyes. I mean, really good fight, really close fight. A lot of people, thought Reyes won. I do think that it could have gone either way, personally, but I did score it for John Jones, so I do think that he won the last 3 rounds. It all came down in the third round, but hey, I'm not a judge, so But yeah, the judges were terrible that night. Betting wise, yeah, another good night. I'm on a 2-card winning streak. I've been doing really good, man, these last 2 cards, so I just want to keep it up. I don't want to just do good these 2 cards. I want to, try to do good all year. So see what happens there. Let's see, May. Yeah, so I had plus 8.87 units on the night. 4-0. So I cashed on Justin Taffa. He KO'd that fraud, Juan Adams, and Juan Adams just got cut. So the guy's not UFC material. Also cashed on Ige versus Bektik. That should not have been a split. Ige clearly won that first and third round. And then also cashed on Giles versus Kraus. It was a close fight, but I do think that Giles clearly won those last 2 rounds. And then the last one was Mario Batista knocking out Miles John. So that was a good win. Let's see any of the fights that we can talk about from that card. Shevchenko, I mean, obviously dominated like usual. Derek Lewis had a close fight with Latifi. Warren Murphy beat KGB. That was a robbery. Chaos Williams beat Alex Morano. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Newson knocked out Polarte. I picked Newson. Yeah, I didn't bet him, though. Too bad. Duel versus Jonathan Martinez. I mean, it was a close fight, but yeah, Martinez probably should have won that fight, but he got robbed. And then Zalal beat Ringo. So, I mean, that was a big upset right there. So, yeah, guys. Yeah, I guess we'll just start with the card, and then feel free to comment, and I'll get back to you. So let's do this. So first fight of the night, we got Mark De La Rosa versus Royan Paiva, and this is the first fight. We got. Sorry, real quick. All right, we got Paiva, who's 18-2. We got De La Rosa, who's 11-3, and betting wise, we got Mark De La Rosa. Well, I should do the favors first. We got Paiva minus 230. We got De Rosa plus 190. And this is a flyweight. This is a pretty, clear cut fight, in my opinion. I don't think De Rosa's that good. I think he's at the bottom of the division, in my opinion. He does have good grappling. He's bounced around from 125 and 135, but I just don't think he's that impressive. He's 2-3 in UFC. Both his wins are against jobbers. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. His striking is not that good. He had a couple moments versus Kai France, but I mean, this guy's, he has good wrestling. He has good grappling, but if he doesn't get you down, he's kind of in trouble. I mean, just Paiva's the way better striker, in my opinion. Paiva's also on a 2-fight losing streak, but I mean, the first fight was against Kai France, and he had a better showing, Obviously, maybe math doesn't mean anything, but he had a very close fight with Kai France, and the second fight, or his last fight against Bontorin, it was a good fight while it lasted, but I mean, it got stopped to a really bad cut. So I do think that Paiva has a really big advantage on the feet. I think that it's going to be hard for De Rosa to get him down. I think De Rosa could get him down maybe by a couple of times, but I see Paiva getting right back up. And I mean, Paiva's striking is really good. He has the size advantage. He has a really good jab, good pressure, and I like Paiva, man. So I think Paiva's going to go out there and get the job done via decision. So that is the first fight of the night. So second fight of the night, we got Macy Chiasson versus Shauna Young. We got Macy, who's minus 700, Shauna, who's plus 500. This fight just got announced because Nico Montana pulled out. Montana, she gets hurt a lot, man. That would have been a really good fight, though. Honestly, I was really looking forward to that fight. But now we got Chiasson versus Young. I mean, I do think Chiasson's going to win this fight. I'm not going to pick the dog. I thought Chiasson would have beat Montana too, but I think it would have been a close fight. Chiasson dropped the ball last fight versus Steven Glansberg, Lena Landsberg. I mean, she won the first round, was gassed, got taken down. I'm not really impressed with Young. She's been tapped out multiple times or twice. Didn't look that good in contender series. Her striking is not that good. I think it's going to be tough for her to get Chiasson down. She is a tough girl, Shanna Young, taking this on short notice, but I think Chiasson's just she's too physical for her. I think she's going to get her in the clinch. I think Chiasson has good elbows. I think that she has good grappling too. Definitely good offensive grappling. She can get taken down, but I just don't think Young's going to be able to do it on the feet. Chiasson's really aggressive, man. Good right hand. I think that she's going to get a win back in Force MMA because Force MMA did pretty bad for 247. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Macy Chiasson, and I'm going to go with a finish here over Shauna Young. So, next fight we got. Is this the right? Actually, the ballot might be a little messed up. So I'm just gonna. Actually, hold on. Let me check Wikipedia real quick. Okay. So next fight we got Casey Kenney versus Merab Davis Huey. We got currently Merab, who is minus 165. We got Casey Kenney, who is plus 145. And this is my first play tonight. I have the dog. I have Casey Kenney 2 units at plus 190. So he has definitely been steamed. And I do think that Casey Kenney is going to get the job done. I think Casey Kenney is a good fighter. I think both these guys are good fighters. I think Merab is, a very good grappler. He has a really good pace. He's a tough guy. He has a good chin. The striking is pretty decent as well. But I think that this is a very close fight. I think it should be lined to pick him. I think that they're both really good grapplers. They have really good wrestling. I think this fight's going to have a lot of scrambles on the mat. And I think on the feet, you got to go give Casey Kenney the advantage. I think he has really good kicks. I think he has a good jab, a good straight left. I think he has the speed advantage here as well. And I do think that he has the cardio advantage too. Merab has good cardio, but I mean, that pace that he does, man, he's gasses, man. I mean, he gassed against Simone. He's definitely going to be slowing down. He had a really good fight, last fight against Katona, but Katona just got cut. Okay, Katona, I don't think he should have got cut, but I mean, Kenney is a way better fighter than Katona, in my opinion. And Kenney, man, I mean, the guy is just, you keep counting him out. He's 13-1, man. I mean, the guy, and to be honest, he's undefeated. I mean, his only loss is a very controversial split, and that he actually won that fight. So the kid's good, man. I mean, he trains at MMA Lab. Like I mentioned, he has a speed advantage here. He has good striking too. He has really good kicks, like I just mentioned, a good jab, a good straight left. And I think he's a better striker than Merab. And Merab's striking is not bad. I'm not saying it's not, but you're giving me plus money in a fight that should be close, in my opinion. I mean, it should definitely be a pick'em. And I just, Merab, man, he always, looking good, man. His last 2 fights against a jobber in Tyron Ware, and Katona's on the UFC anymore. And before that, he lost to Frankie Saenz. He took him down at will and didn't do anything. And Saenz beat him on the feet. I mean, he's going to get beat on the feet here. And honestly, Casey Kenney has a better jiu-jitsu too, so I would not be surprised if he tapped out Merab. I mean, Casey's a black belt in BJJ. I think a lot of people are forgetting about that. So, yeah, man, I do think Merab's a good fighter. I think he'll be back after this fight, but I think this fight's going to have so many scrambles, man, on the mat. I think they're going to be reversing each other like crazy, and I just don't see Merab holding him down. I really don't. I can see Casey taking him down too. Both guys are going to take each other down, but I just don't see either guy holding the other guy down. And I can see Casey tapping him out. I give Casey the striking advantage, so I got to go with the dog here, man. I got 2 units to Casey Kenney, and I could go up. I could say he's going to get a decision win, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be picking Casey Kenney by. But I honestly think Casey could tap him out, dude. So I'm going to go with Casey Kenney with a submission over Merab in the 3rd round. So we'll read the comments real quick. Jill, I think Mace will beat her down bad. What's up, Jill? Yeah, I do think Mace is going to win. Quentin, diehard MMA, what's up, man? I know you're on my boy Casey Kenney as well, so let's get that win. So next fight, we got Devin Clark versus Daquan Townsend. I got to give Daquan Townsend a lot of respect. The guy, he's tough. He definitely is a KO artist. He hits like a truck. He just fought a couple weeks ago, lost to Bevon Lewis. I mean, that was a really ugly fight. Pavon just didn't really do anything, but he still got the win. Um, it sucks to say it because I like Townsend. I mean, I don't like him from. I don't think he's a good fighter or anything. I mean, I like the fact that he's taking a fight on well, he just fought a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I would never pick him. I would never bet him. Actually, who knows? It depends. I mean, if you fought Vinicius Moreira, I mean, maybe, but who knows? On this matchup, I got to go with Devin Clark. But I'll say this right now. There's no way in hell I'm betting Devin Clark juice. I don't even care if he's minus 250. I think he opened like minus 200. You can't trust Devin Clark. You can't do it. I mean, I know he beat Darko Stosic, but it's just he's really hard. And who's Darko? Honestly. But anyways, I'm sure Clint will like when I said that right now because I know Clint is a very big fan of Darko Stosic. But anyways, back on the matchup. Devin Clark has a really big advantage here on the mat. He's really explosive too, but he's so hard to trust. He really is. He's chinny. He gasses. He fights like an idiot sometimes. I mean, his submission defense is not good. He's been tapped out like 2 or 3 times by the same choke. But Townsend has no ground game. Townsend's KO or bust. He's going to have to do it early. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he doesn't have a chance. I mean, I'm not going to say Clark's a lock. I would never say that. I mean, there's no locks in UFC. But I'm going to go with Clark. I think he's going to take him down and get him out of there. But I'm not confident at all. I would not surprise me at all if Townsend got the win. But yeah, I'll go with Devin Clark with a finish. But don't play him. I'm telling you right now. I wouldn't do it, man. I will not do it. The next fight, we got Jim Miller versus Scott Holtzman. This is a really good fight. This is a crazy fight in my opinion. This is a dog fight right here. Yeah, this is a crazy fight. So we got Jim Miller, who is I didn't even write the record down like I'm an idiot. We got Jim Miller with the betting. Okay. Jim Miller. I forgot to do Devin Clark betting odds. So that's Scott Holtzman minus 150, Jim Miller plus 130. So yeah, this is a close fight. Scott Holtzman is definitely the bigger guy. He's a brawler. He's I think 6-3 in the UFC. The thing with Scott Holtzman is that he's hard to trust. I mean, I bet him versus Nick Wentz at Juice, and he got beat. I mean, Nick Wentz beat him on the feet. Nick Wentz took him down. I mean, Scott Holtzman has holes in his game. I mean, he has a winning record in UFC 6-3, but he hasn't really beaten the best competition. I mean, his best win against Alan Patrice, and Alan Patrice is he's kind of a jobber. I mean, I forget who he's fighting next fight, but I do think he's going to lose. But I forget who he's fighting. Someone I thought was going to beat him, but yeah, I mean, Holtzman was training in MMA Lab. I think he's training in Texas, or not Texas. I'm sorry, Tennessee, I think, with Barberina. I think Barberina moved out there as well. So Holtzman has a really good cardio. That's one thing about him. He's going to be pressuring. He has a good right hand. He hits like a truck. Like I mentioned, really physical, big dude. He has grappling too. I think he's a brown belt, but he can get taken down. So, I mean, the guy, Nick Wentz took him down multiple times, got the win. Even Donghyun Kim last fight took him down. But Jim Miller, man, I mean, I keep counting this guy out, but I mean, he wins a lot of his fights. He's won 3 of his last 4. He has a big advantage on the mat. If Jim Miller takes him down, I think Holtzman's in trouble. But then again, Jim Miller can crack too. Both these guys are around the similar age. This is a really close fight. It's back and forth. I feel like it's dog or pass right now. I mean, I would not recommend betting Holtzman a juice because I got burned against Nick Wentz. This is going to be a good fight, but I got to go with Holtzman, man. I just think that he's going to hurt Jim Miller on the feet. I don't know if he gets him out of there, but I can see him winning a decision, a very close fight. But Jim Miller's alive for sure, and I think Jim Miller could definitely get the upset. So I'm going to go with Holtzman, man, with a decision win. But Jim Miller can definitely get the submission, and if he does, I mean, that would be a really big, a good win in this cap. So next fight, we got John Dawson versus Nathaniel. This is a really good fight. This fight should be on the main card, in my opinion. They changed the battle order because, they put it by the main card, so my bad. So we got John Dawson is 20-11. We got Nathaniel Wood is 16-3. And betting wise, we got John Dodson. Okay, I'm sorry. We got Nathaniel Wood, who's minus 170 now. John Dodson is plus 150. So this is a good fight. Kind of like passing of the torch, in my opinion. Dawson's still no slouch. I mean, the guy has good wins. I mean, he just beat Pedro Muniz a few fights ago. I mean, the Rivera fight, he got dominated. He dropped Yan, had some moments, but he still lost the fight. The thing with Dawson that frustrates me is he just has so low volume. He does hit like a truck. He does have a good chin. He's really fast. He's hard to take down. But he just has low volume, man. I mean, he's washed up. He's on the decline. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a bad fighter. He's not a bad fighter. I mean, he's a good fighter. He's not a jobber by any means, but he's lost 4 out of his last 6 fights. Nathaniel Wood, obviously, this is a big step up. You're not fighting the Johnny Eduardos anymore, the Andre Yules. Teco. I mean, Dawson's way better than all 3 of those guys, but I think Wood's really well rounded. I think that he has a really good striking game. I'll be honest, I was not sold on him, man. I thought Andre Ewell would have beat him, and I got burned. And I think Wood is a real deal. He has good grappling, dude. This guy on the mat is really good. All of his wins are by submission. He has a good chin. He has good cardio. He's aggressive, good jab, good right hand, technical. I think Nathaniel Wood's a force. I think he's going to go far in the division, man. And I think he's going to beat Dawson. I don't know if he's going to go out there and tap him out. But I mean, I can see him out striking him. I can see him hurting Dawson on the feet. I can see him taking Dawson down. I don't know if he's going to tap him out, but I think Nathaniel Wood might get a finish here, man. I really do. I mean, Dawson's so hard to finish, but Nathaniel Wood's good, dude. I don't remember the last time Dawson's been finished. If he's been finished, I can't really, on top of my head. I know he took a lot of big shots against Lineker, but yeah, man, I think Nathaniel Wood's going to get a pretty good win here, man. I want to pick by finish, but I mean, he could definitely get a dominant decision. But yeah, I'll go to Nathaniel Wood with the W. So next fight, we got Tim Meade versus Daniel Rodriguez. So this is a short notice fight. Meade's supposed to fight Ramzan and Meade. Tim Meade's really technical. Nico Price knocked him out pretty bad, and he came back. And I mean, Thiago Alves hit him with some big shots, and I mean, Means didn't get dropped. He got wobbled, man, but Means, got the job done. He got him down, dropped him, tapped him out. I still think Means is a good fighter. I'm not going to say he's not. He definitely is a good fighter. You could say he's declining a little bit, though, but he should definitely beat a guy like Daniel Rodriguez. He's, from Contender Series. He's a brawler. He has good cardio. His grappling's decent, but he's not going to go out there and take Means down. I feel like Means could take this down pretty easily. I think Rodriguez has good weight kicks, he has a pretty decent right hand, but I think Means is better everywhere. I think Means is going to really put a statement here, and Means is going to finish him, I think, pretty early, too. I don't think Rodriguez is I'm not going to say he's a jobber, but I just think he's pretty low level. I don't think he's going to go that far in the UFC, so I'm going to go with Tim Means with a first-round submission. So next fight, we got Lando Vannata versus Yancey Medeiros. I mean, this is one of those fights that I've been going back and forth literally, because it's really close to call. You have no idea. I mean, Lando, he's 10-4-2, I think, and then Yancey's 15-6. The betting wise, sorry guys, that I'm forgetting to do all the odds. So we got Yancey, who's someone just steamed Vannata. So we got Vannata, who's minus 125. Yancey's plus money at plus 105. In my opinion, this is a red flag fight. I can't bet this fight. It's really hard because, this fight could go either way. Vannata's, has 2 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws in the UFC. He's coming off 2 really bad performances against Klose and Dikisi. Obviously, both those guys would beat Yancey too. But, they would, obviously. But, it's all about the matchup. Lando's a brawler. He has a good chin. He's fast. His gas tank's not that good. He gasses after the first round. He has a grappling background, but he can definitely get taken down. Tamer took him down 3 times. And Tamer has not a grappler. He's definitely in the decline. But then again, Yancey is too. So my thing in this fight is that I think Yancey's more well-rounded. I think Yancey has the better jiu-jitsu. I think Yancey actually has the better grappling. I know that Vannata probably has the better wrestling, but I think Yancey could actually get him down. I don't think Vannata can get him down. I think Yancey has a good jab. He has a good right hand in the feet. But the reason why I'm not picking Yancey to get the win is because I just think Lando's more durable. Both these guys, I feel like, have taken a bunch of damage, but I think Lando has the better chin. Yancey, I feel like that Cowboy fight took a lot of damage from both their careers from Cowboy. Look at Cowboy, dude. He's about to be on a 4-fight losing streak and get cut from the UFC when Max Griffin beats him. But Yeah, man. I think Lando has a good chin. Lando's never been knocked out. I mean, Yancey's been knocked out multiple times. Lando's a very tough dude as well. In the first round, Lando's going to come to go throw heat, man. I think Lando could definitely finish Yancey. So I do think Yancey's more well-rounded. I think Yancey could get the job done, but I'm going to go with Lando, man. I think Lando's going to get a first-round KO here. But if he does get the first-round KO, this fight's going to get hairy, and I can definitely see a draw. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to pick a draw, but yeah, I got Lando with the first round KO. So next fight, we got. Is this the first fight of the main card or no? Or no, that was the first fight of the main card. Okay, we got Rogerio Bontorin versus Ray Borg, and we got Bontorin 16-1, 27. We got Borg 12-4, and we got betting odds. We got um, Ray Borg minus 145. We got Bontorin plus 25. So this is my second play of the night. I have the dog here as well. So this is my second play. I got Bontorin at plus 130. So yes, I do think that Bontorin's gonna get the job done. I think that Bontorin is a good fighter. I think but Borg's going back to flyweight, which I don't get it. I think Bontorin has a big advantage on the feet, on the mat too. I mean, he has really good jiu-jitsu. He has good grappling. I don't think Borg's gonna be able to control him. I think if Borg actually takes him down, he's in trouble. I think Bontorin could definitely submit him. Borg's 1-2 in his last 3 fights. I don't care what people say. He did not beat Casey Kenney. Casey Kenney definitely won that fight. Borg had some hairy moments in his last fight against Gabriel Silva, who I think Bontorin would absolutely dissect. I mean, Bontorin's a good fighter, dude. I mean, the dude is good. I think this guy's going to go far in the division, man. I mean, he's a serious BJJ black belt. He has good pressure. He has a good straight left. He has a good chin. He's strong. I mean, look what he just did to the Paiva, man, with that cut. I mean, the guy's, an aggressive brawler. I mean, he's going to get Borg hell on the feet, man. He really is. And even on the mat, I can see him taking down Borg. I can see I can see him putting Borg in a lot of trouble. Borg has still a lot of question marks, man, with everything going on. I'm happy he got the job done last fight. I can't believe I'm saying that actually because I actually bet against him. But obviously, you gotta like Borg, man, for everything that's going on. And I mean, he seems like a good guy, but I don't think he's gonna get the job done here. I think he's in big trouble here. I don't know how he's the favorite here. He has good cardio. He has good grappling. That's Ray Borg's game. He's a good grappler. But if he can't get you down, he's in trouble. His striking is not that good. And he's going to get taken down here too. And he's going to be in trouble, man, on the mat. So I think Bontorin's better on the feet. I think Bontorin has better jiu-jitsu. I think Bontorin has good grappling. And I just don't see Borg controlling him on the mat. So I'm going to go with Bontorin. And I think Bontorin's going to win a pretty dominant decision here, even in Albuquerque. So next fight, we got Brock Weaver versus Kazula Vargas. We got Brock Weaver, who is 14-3, I think, and Vargas is 11-3. So yeah, I mean, Brock Weaver's a pretty big favorite here. I believe he is minus 275. Vargas is plus 235. So yeah, I think that this is a pretty quick cut fight. I don't think that Vargas is that good. I really don't. I mean, I know he has a good win against Shord Williams in the past. By the way, I'll answer all the comments in a little bit, just so you guys know. I'm not going to, ignore you guys unless you quit because I don't like you. But just kidding. So yeah, I think Vargas, he's a brawler. He didn't look good in his last fight. He can get taken down. I mean, his grappling's not the best. De Silva took him down and just controlled him for 3 rounds. Weaver definitely has a couple questionable losses. I know he had that close fight with Joe Riggs, but I think Weaver is he's so much more technical, I feel like, on the feet. I think Weaver is a good striker. He has good boxing. He has good pressure. Obviously, his fighting on a Contender Series was not that good. With Devin Smith, it was really boring. But Weaver has underrated grappling, too. He's a brown belt, man. I think Weaver could definitely take down Vargas and kind of control him on the mat. And on the feet, I think he's going to hurt Vargas. I think Vargas is a brawler. Vargas comes to fight. He has a good right hand. I mean, if they bang it out on the feet, it's going to be a war. But yeah, I don't think Vargas is anything special. I don't think Weaver's going to go far or anything. He's not a jobber. I think Weaver can win some fights in the UFC for sure. But yeah, I got Weaver. I'm going to go Weaver with a finish, or a pretty dominant decision because Weaver hasn't finished in a long time. Anyone. So third fight, we got three fights left. We got Montana De La Rosa versus Maria Romero Borella. This fight is trash. I don't know why. It's not trash, but I don't know why this fight is honestly on the main card. Um, so this is a weird fight because Borella. I mean, she's been knocked out 4 times. She's inconsistent. She's 33. Yeah, Montana's not a real not a striker with power. She's a grappler. She's a wrestler. She has decent striking. She's improved. Both these girls are grapplers, but I still think that Montana's get the job done here. I mean, I do like Montana. I think that she has a really good submission game. I know Burrell is tough. The whole takedown yet hold down, but I do think that Montana's better. I think that she actually has the better striking too. I just don't think Burrell's that good. I really don't. I think that she's at the bottom of the division, and I think Montana's improving. I know that she lost to KGB last fight, but she had her moments in that fight. I actually been on KGB, and Montana. I mean, it's not like she got smoked. So, but Montana's game. Her striking is improving, like I mentioned, but she's a grappler. She goes for the takedown. She's relentless. Great submission game. She's a finisher too. And I think Montana's just going to rinse and repeat and kind of just take her down, outstrike her on the feet. So I got Montana with a clear-cut decision. 2 fights left. So we got Diego Sanchez versus Michelle Pereira. This is the co-main event. So my last play actually might be on Pereira. I haven't been playing Juice. I think the last Juice play I played was my boy John Hill. But I don't see how Diego Sanchez wins this fight. I really don't. I mean, the guy's at the end of his career. He's taking so much damage. I see people saying that he's better than Tristan Connolly and all this stuff. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but Connolly can actually eat a shot. Connolly's actually known to have a good chin. Diego Sanchez has no chin at all. Okay, I know the Pereira. Definitely. I mean. Pereira, I feel like on paper should have won that last fight, but I mean, Connolly showed up. Connolly's we'll see if he can beat De Silva. I don't think Connolly's a jobber by any means. I mean, Pereira just gassed out. Pereira, won the first round. He's so explosive. He's so fast. I just feel like the first shot that he lands on Diego, man. Diego's in big trouble, man. I really do. Diego's not even a real welterweight, dude. He's so small for the division. He's training at what is it? What's the camp name that he's training at? Like Mountain of Doom or something crazy. I don't know what's going on there, man. Diego has a loose screw in his head, man. Obviously, I like Diego. He's a legend, but he's in good shape. But I mean, oh my God, have you seen Pereira, man? Whew. Pereira looks like 2 weight classes above him, dude. And Pereira he hits so hard, dude. He's so explosive, man. He's like the Johnny Walker at 170. I think Pereira's honestly going to hurt him with the first shot. I don't see Diego Sanchez getting him down. And the difference between him and Connolly, like I just mentioned, is that Connolly can actually take a punch, and I don't think Diego Sanchez can. He's been at the end of his career. I think Diego Sanchez is going to get smoked. I really do. And he's going to either get cut or retire. So I got Michelle Pereira for the first round finish. Next fight, we got the main event. We got Jan Blachowicz versus Corey Anderson. And, a lot of people, man, are picking Corey Anderson. I don't see anyone really picking or betting Jan besides myself. So, my third play is Jan Blachowicz. I got him at – I kind of messed up on the line because he was like plus, 195 or plus 200, and the people were just betting him. So I bet him at plus 175, I think. Let me check real quick just to double check. Yeah, he's bet plus 160, plus 165 now. So both these guys have definitely improved a lot. I mean, Corey Anderson's improved for sure. I know Corey has not been knocked out in a long time. I mean, the last fight was against OSP. But I see a lot of people, saying that, oh, Corey's improved so much. Jan's the same fighter. I mean, Jan's won 6 out of the last 7 fights. I mean, yeah, you could sit here and say Rockhold has no chin, which he doesn't, but he's still a good grappler, and he could even get him down. So, I think Jan definitely has improved his takedown defense a lot. Devin Clark's a good grappler, too. He had trouble. But Jan's super technical in the feet. So my thing in this fight is that Corey Anderson, his striking's improved a lot. He has good striking. He has a lot of volume. But I think Jan has 5 rounds in this fight to touch that chin. You can't sit here and say Corey's chin look way better. He still has a bad chin. He knocked out 3 times, okay? He's been wobbled in multiple fights. I still think that chin's going to get deteriorated really soon. And I think if he doesn't get him down, I think he's going to be in trouble. I mean, he has good striking, he's technical, but he does not have better striking than Jan. I think Jan's more technical. I think Jan hits harder as well. And, both these guys are really big for the division, but Jan has good cardio too. His cardio has been definitely looking really good lately. Both these guys have good cardio. So I just don't see Corey Anderson going out there and starching him. I mean, if Corey goes out there and, wrestles him for 5 rounds, then yeah, I'll be impressed. I think it's really tough for Corey to go out there and take him down, and hold him down. This isn't the same the Jan from 5-6 years ago, man. Jan's improved a lot. I know, this last fight against Souza wasn't the best, but he still won that fight. He still won 3 or 4 rounds. Before that, he smoked Luke Raw cold. I'm impressed with Jan. I really am. And you're giving me plus 175, man, against a guy who still does not have a good chin. I know he knocked out Johnny Walker, but I mean, that was, Johnny Walker's first L time, man. I really see a good path of victory for Jan. I really do. I mean, he has very good technical boxing. He has good right hand. He has good counter striking. I mean, he's a serious black belt on the mat too. I don't think he's going to go out there and tap Corey Anderson out, but he's so legit on the mat, man. He really is. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, if Corey Anderson, I feel like has to take him down and hold him down to win this fight. And doing that for 5 rounds, man. I mean, he's only gonna gas too. I mean, Corey's has a really good pace, but he slows down in his fights. You can't sit here and say he doesn't, man. He really does. And Jan has good weight kicks. I really think Jan is gonna hurt him on the feet. And once he hurts Corey, man, it's over. I mean, once you wobble Corey, man, Corey's not going to be able to get back. It's over. So I got Jan. I really do. I got Jan with a KO. I think he's actually going to get it done in the first round. I know it's a huge statement. I'm sure no one out there is going to think that's going to happen. But even the longer the fight goes, I think Jan has the advantage too. So I'm confident in this pick. I got Jan by KO. So before we read the comments, we got to do a couple shout-outs. So a quick shout-out to MMA, Mr. Arkansas. A lot of people, I don't think are liking his whole predictor wars thing, and I think it's really cool. So I don't know why people aren't watching it. I know he's not getting a lot of views. I know he said he might not do it anymore or something like that after the A card or the A5, something like that. Come on, man. All the guys that are in it, there's 24 guys. There's a couple in my channel or in my chat right now. Shout them out. Come on, I want to do this. This is fun. I mean, if you don't want to do it, I just don't see how you want to have a YouTube channel, want to break down fights. This is a competition. This is fun. There's 3 guys in here right now that are in it. So come on, guys, just shout it out. Keep it going. I hope that it still goes on. I think Mr. Arkansas is a cool dude, and I think that it's definitely something that's really fun. I had a really good week last week, so I mean, I just can't wait to see who is the best person that week or the competition. So continue to watch it, and give him some likes and hit that subscribe button, because I want this thing to go on the whole year. So yes. So our 3 bets, we got Jan at plus 175, 2 units. We got Bontorin 2 units at plus 125, and then we got Kenney 2 units plus 190. So let me read some of the comments real quick, because I know that there are some people in here that there's a lot of people that says a comment. So Isaiah, I think Merab takedowns would be the difference. I don't think so, man. I feel like both these guys are going to have a scramble fest in the mat, and I got to go with the dog. So I know my friend Prediction Guru, we've been talking a lot, and he's disrespecting Kenney. He's saying he's a jobber and all this stuff. So don't listen to anything Guru says. I mean, right when I heard him say that Casey Kenney is a jobber, I had to be like, yo, I can't talk to you about this anymore. It's embarrassing. I know he's joking around, but you saying Casey Kenney is a jobber, yeah, it's embarrassing. Okay. Woo, I like Kenney as well. D-Roof, Scott Haas, Holtzman. Quincy Miller's a beast. Woo, I like Miller. We got Woo Anderson fight. Quincy Holtzman could beat Wentz. He could have beat Wentz, but he didn't. Woo, what is a hell of a grappler? I think Dawson even thinks on the feed and could say split. Could happen. Quincy, I like Bontorin. Moz, Scream TV, what's up, man? Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I could not jump in your live stream on last Saturday. I was busy. This Saturday's going to be, I might be busy. I can't talk right now. This Saturday, I'm helping my aunts move. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch the first couple fights live, but yeah, if I have the chance, I'll definitely hop in there live. Ben Yancey all day. We got Lou. Bontorin looks like a bad mother. A fucker. Stop Paiva with the gnarly cut. Yeah, Bontorin's no slouch. He's a good fighter. Um, Blue, his striking is true box style. Not many of those. Quincy, he beat, I don't know, Risses. Borg is in shape on passing. He seems like he's finally back in a good place. Borg's always in good shape. He really is. But I just think Bontorin's the better fighter. I think he has more ways to win. Quincy, he beat Bibitov as well. Yes, he did. Ben's playing Borg. Lou, I'm not betting many in this card. Quincy, Vargas ain't bad. I don't think Vargas is that good. Or Vargas, Lou, Kenney, Diego, Anderson, small parlay. Why are you going to put dogs in a parlay? Just bet him straight. 0, Quincy Panola, Vargas sucks. Quincy means Chiasson parlay. Lou, yeah, I think they're both not top 15. Quincy, Chiasson by finish. Quint, love you, Justin. I don't love you. Just kidding. You're a good dude. Lou, Weaver should win though. Quincy, De La Rosa never stopped anyone in the feet. I never said De La Rosa was hurt on the feet. I said that she has the better grappling, and I think she has the better striking too. She's more technical. Quincy, Borella's never been stopped. Quint, Diego's shin rip. Yeah, Diego's getting smoked. Yeah, I saw Borella. I saw his Instagram. Pereira's huge. He looks in shape. Mountain Dew, that's what it is. That's embarrassing. What's up, Jobber Guru? Biggest jobber around. Die Hard. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know why a lot of people are seeing it, man. I really think Jan's gonna get the job done here. Lou, it's gonna be a boring fight, to be honest. That means Corey's doing his job. He's best when he's grinding on top. Ben, I like Blachowicz. Guru, quit disrespecting Corey. Quit disrespecting Kenney, man. I mean, you're saying Kenny's a jobber. I mean, I'm pretty sure you said that Carry-On Ware would beat Casey Kenney. So I don't know what you're smoking over there in Vegas, dude, but that's crazy. Yeah, guys. So there's the comments. I read a lot of them. Yeah, feel free to comment below. Ask me anything. I'll get back to you. So far I just have those 3 plays. I might bet Pereira. Stay tuned. Go on Twitter and you go and bet in May. I'm free, so I mean I'm not gonna be charging picks. I'm never probably gonna charge picks. This is something I like to do for fun. It's a hobby, and I want to keep the ball rolling. I think I've won 17 units or something like that, or 18 in the last 2 cards. So I'm just gonna keep on picking my spots, and I hope I do good this card too. And then next week, I mean we got 7 or 8 cards in a row, so I can't wait. Everyone in the prediction wars, I mean, you guys are fucked. You guys are going to get smoked by me. So love you guys. Thank you for the love. I've been getting a lot of love lately. So thanks for the subscribers, the likes, all that stuff. And if there's anything you guys don't like about my channel, let me know, man. And I'll tell you the fuck off. So I love you guys. Just kidding. I'm just kidding about that, obviously. But yeah, I love you guys. We'll be back next week. And let's get it. And one more thing, MMA prediction guru is a jobber.